What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Laura Branigan. And we're going back to her 1990 self-titled album. Once again, big shout out to Scott for sharing this and other stuff we still haven't gotten to. And I appreciate the patience from you and everybody else. But we're up to the second half of the album now, and the next track is Turn the Beat Around. I am fairly certain this is going to be a cover of the Vicki Sue Robinson, is that right, tune? I don't think she wrote it, but yeah, I believe that's the singer. It's a disco classic. I don't know where I've heard it, but I've heard it, maybe just on the radio or like parties. I think it's been in movies that I've seen. So yeah, I wonder if we'll get more than just that disco flavor, if the sonic arrangement or stylings will be very different from that disco sound. I would guess maybe that we'll get a sense of that flavor, but perhaps in Laura's own way, maybe a late 80s, early 90s synth pop / rock type of feel. Either way, I can imagine already her voice singing it, so perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe it isn't a cover, but that's what I'm thinking. This is Laura Branigan. The song is Turn the Beat Around, and it's from her 1990 self-titled album.
That's right.
I like the liquidy electric bass. Heard her sing like that. Orchestra hits. Almost like a dark tribal feel to this section. The feeling's creeping up on you. Sounds like a Madonna song right here. the end of the tune, I mean, I guess at the beginning too, right? There were those breathy vocals at the beginning. So it did have the atmosphere of a track like I've been going through with Madonna's Erotica album, which of course that's, that immediately sets the stage. But here, I don't remember. It's like if I knew that this was coming, in advance of preparing a few minutes before shooting this, like, oh, okay, that's the next track, I might have re-listened to the original, which again, Vicki Sue Robinson, do I have that right? But I don't remember there being like soul flavors and a bit of a Latin rhythm near the end, but also like tribal interlude. I remember the disco flavor, which I do think was captured here in the main articulation of the chorus, but the opening and the synth bass more generally had a bit of that late 80s, early 90s synth pop / rock type of flavor. Those orchestra the keyboard like orchestra hits was making me think of like a Pet Shop Boys light tune at a couple points. And again, the vocals mixed with just the sound of one or two of those interludes did also give me a reminder of Madonna, at least the Erotica album as I've been going through it. So a lot of different things were going through my head as I experienced the track, but I do think it's a really cool cover. There are a couple moments where her vocals really sort of get to that next level, which, I've heard other tunes where she's done it more, maybe not intensely. It was a really like powerful flourishing a couple times, but more consistently or thoroughly throughout the track. Here it was a couple moments where she really hit it, but then she goes into that syncopated, almost singing, like musical poetry type of delivery. And I like, again, maybe that was someone else. I don't think so. It sounded like her voice, but just in a way that I'd never heard before. So that was a particularly cool section. And yeah, it added to the and because again, it almost had like a reggae type of delivery flavor. So over the course of the track, it's like, ooh, that sounds like a bit of soul vibe, and ooh, some Latin flavor. Ooh, her delivery there was almost like reggae toasting, and now we get some tribal rhythms like in an interlude. So a lot happening, and again, the disco foundation. So yeah, I wonder. I think isn't there? Is it Gloria Estefan? I know there's another cover of this that I've heard, but I hadn't heard this one before, and I do believe I prefer this to the one that I think I've heard, which maybe is also from the 90s. But yeah, either way, shout out to the original, shout out to Laura here, a cool cover, and one that, when I was starting to go through the album, I just didn't see it sitting there on the track list, but I would have been like, oh, okay, so we do have a cover coming. And again, there's been a few times where there have been covers from her where I didn't realize, so not necessarily always taking tunes that have a, huge history, but this is one that I did realize what was happening in advance. In any case, the next tune is Unison, which is a singular concept. I suppose we shall see what she has to say about it when I get there. Once again, shout out to Scott. Let me know what you think of the tune, and I will see you then. Peace.